this a different ball club than maybe the last time we saw him with all the changes and all these rookies that we're seeing? And there's a different energy, it looks like, with them on the field.
Well, it is a club that you probably don't have as much information as you would have had earlier, but there's turnover, but we've got scouting reports, we've got everything you need to go out and compete. I mean, but they do have a young club now. These guys are fighting. Anytime you get a group of guys that together, a nucleus, the first time in the big leagues, it can bring some energy. But at the end of the day, they're pitching better. They're getting timely hits. We're not executing off the mound as well as we were. And they've had a big inning on us, both nights in here. So sometimes it's the rhythm of the season. The change in the dynamic on the field is, at least against us, and it seemed like in San Francisco it sparked them a little bit.
Intentionally walk to get to Sosa in the fourth, and it works out in your favor. Morton strikes him out to end the inning. Do it again in the sixth with one out, try and get the double play. Did you anticipate that they might have been ready to pull him from the game at that point, or did you think he had more innings left in him?
Who's that, Sosa?
Sosa, yeah.
I absolutely knew he was going to hit for him. Yeah, absolutely. What you're looking at there is, if you're watching the game, over the season, Charlie's left-handers are hitting him 375, righties are hitting him 213 going in. The at-bats, the left-handers strung against him tonight were deep, a lot of pitches, a lot more pitches to the left-handers. So you're looking at his skill set to try and give up no runs. Put the left-hander on, try and get him to run a ground ball, double play on the right-hander. It didn't work.
We were doing anything effectively tonight, or
pardon me?
Was we doing anything out there tonight, or was it just right from the get-go?
Who's that?
Libero, first pitch.
Oh no, the ball was elevated tonight. The four batters I think that he faced, and he's been dirty. I mean, he has been as effective as you could want a guy to come in. So we went with a hot hand. Charlie battled. We gave him that opportunity to try and get out of that inning. And LaRue wasn't able to make pitches. We really struggled coming out of the bullpen sequentially right now with guys getting the ball down and executing pitches. And really that was the case with Chris tonight.
With Morton, did you see a struggle from the start? He had runners on almost the entire game, or did it look really more in the middle late innings?
Well, the command wasn't as sharp as we've seen it for in the past. That's why the pitch count was where it was in the sixth inning. But you're looking at a ground ball in the sixth inning. He gets out with one run. I mean, so it's not like he's all over the joint. But as I said, the left-handers just jumped his pitch count more so than anything else. You get the one left-hander up there, fly ball scores him. A squeeze scores him. I mean, you just look at your options, trying to find a way to go to his skill set to get out of the inning, and it didn't work. But Charlie battled. Charlie's growing. He's building up endurance. He's building up game experience. There's a lot of positives that he's building up this year, even in some of the disappointments that he's having. But I'm proud of the way he went out and battled tonight.
How much do you think the balk affected him in terms of maybe getting out of that inning?
I don't know. He just buckled a little bit before he stepped off. But sometimes that just comes. Adrenaline, sometimes it's lack of focus, but it doesn't help the matters. I don't think it complicated them that much. We still couldn't be able to get out of the jam.
Is it all refreshing? I mean, his command wasn't there, but when he did locate his pitches, he was dominant. He struck out 8 guys.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing that you hold on to. The swing and misses were there, and against some left-handers too. But just the at-bats were getting strung out. So there's positives to grab for him. He's had to battle this year. He started off so good, then there was a lull where he dropped off and lost his command, lost his release point. He's found that again, and again, he's battling. He's executing, and he's gaining meaningful major league experience on the mound.
Maybe lost in this too is McCutcheon hit in 2020. Can you just talk about seeing him accomplish that?
Well, it's a special feat. It's been a special feat in any era, I think, now that the game's cycling back to speed and runs, and the home runs aren't of the multitude, the magnitude that they used to be. It speaks to his skill set, a young player, in his second full season. It's an accomplishment. It's an individual accomplishment, but to put up numbers, you got to play every day. And that's another thing that Mac does for us. He posts. He shows up every day, and he doesn't give up anything when he's out there, whether it be in the outfield, running down balls or at bats. He's got great focus up there and great determination.